Good afternoon. Over here on the Beneva roadside again. I just finished working on a journal from 2018, and I decided to revert back to my drafts that I had prepared for videos for the campaign that I ended up having to cancel. And I was reminded that back in November I had set aside a brief item that dates back to 2015, when a man who sounded like, portrayed himself actually as being Walt Disney, commented some. He didn't comment very much, but he did get into the confusion some, and that there was concern, and whether or not he was indicating being involved in any kind of hazards pertaining to children. That I remember he used a term, the pied, and to me at the time, I was thinking that maybe he was implying some kind of a old Pied Piper kind of fairy tale or whatever, as though a hazard because of some pertains to the mice, in the Pied Piper story. I don't remember all the details, but I think Pied Piper. I'm not laughing about the subject, but about getting a little bit mixed up for a moment. That a lot of mice end up in a harbor or something. So anyway, I guess maybe he was implying some kind of manipulating about the use of a mouse to be so popular about children's places. So anyway, I went ahead and made a brief about that, and he also cited my father, Albert Hartman, who I have reported against very often, but I still don't get any cooperation, or others are still having to be secretive about it. So anyway, I'm attaching the brief report from back then. I think I haven't completely reviewed. I wanted to get this finished. I'm getting ready to leave for the day. That there had been a documentary, Disney for Disney Cruise Lines, and that there had been concern, some detail that was concerned that I was concerned against in the particular documentary. So anyway, as I said before, when I worked in Walt Disney World back in 1980, 82, I really liked the place. At that time, I was very naive about matters pertaining to gays. As a matter of fact, I remember one day at work, I'd probably already worked there maybe months, when another man who worked there called me aside and said, "Hey, Ralph." I said, "What?" He said, "There's something you don't understand." And I said, "Well, what do you mean?" And he said, "See that guy over near the note machine?" So I said, "Well, yeah, what about him?" And he says he's queer. Yeah, he lives at home with a girlfriend, with a boyfriend. So, so anyway, at first I just it startled me. I didn't know. I hadn't been aware of different mannerisms and stuff like that. So I started to learn a little bit of a lesson that cost me a lot of life subsequently, because of terrible rumoring that pivoted on the old medical malpractice that I detailed previously. So anyway, there's a lot of pretty ladies working there. It was really, in a lot of ways, a very good experience, pertaining to some who these days like to threaten about ribs all the time, about foods. When I worked in food and beverage in Walt Disney World, I thought it was absolutely excellent. There wasn't anything that I'd have ever doubted about. And, it's, I think I mentioned before that there was, of course, a lot of really adorable scenes of children with their parents. A lot of people save money for many years to just have one trip to Disney World, and it's supposed to be an always safe place. It isn't a place that's supposed to be, well, so what if a few of them get kidnapped or taken away, as long as everyone else is all right. So anyway, also I had meant to mention this. I'm this is a bit more lengthy than I intended. Uh, I visited the entry area of Disney World back in 2021. I went ahead and decided I hadn't been there in so many years. I wanted to see what it was like. How much more construction there's been. So I got a room in a hotel in Kissimmee, and rode transit buses to the Disney bus terminal, bus not terminal, but bus station area. And there was tension there. There was cops with a canine on the other side of the parking area. There were some people walking, not many, but just a few people heading towards the ticketing area. It's about a mile walk. Tension. And I don't know exactly. It was alleged at the time that the Polynesian Village Hotel, where I used to work, was actually temporarily closed, and that there was a rumor because of alleging that there had been a problem about cannibalism there. So anyway, that's really tragic. As I said before, back in '88 through '82, I wouldn't have imagined any kind of hazard at all. So if there had been any difficulties, hopefully everything's getting worked out nicely, and I hope everyone's having a good day. And as always, thanks for your consideration.